Okay, and so that leads us into core values. If you want to know what we're looking for, lest I have to read another resume or do another 20-minute interview with somebody that doesn't have these, pay attention because this is what we're looking for. These are the things that we've identified as the traits and characteristics that are actually going to result in a successful brokerage career. So look, these are what's worked for us. This is not just something we made up. This is something that time and time again we just keep coming back to. So here's our 6 core values. Number 1, play the long game. Play the long game. 18 months is not the long game. Number 2, batteries included. I do not need to pump you up every day. You need to be a self-starter. You need to know how to do this on yourself. There's some tricks to doing that, but batteries got to be included. This is a high contact, high octane, high energy sport. It's all about blocking and tackling. It's very easy to do this business and hit the phones hard, hit the meetings hard for 1 week. Very difficult to sustain it over a career. But batteries got to be included. Number 3, grit. And this shows up in so many ways, but grit is, it's 6 o'clock, it's December, it's snowing, it's raining. We're still touring properties. We're still going to make those extra calls. We're still going to go whatever it takes to get the deal done. This past weekend, one of my guys that just started, he copied and scanned in 6 years of leases on an elevator building. The owners were shocked. They're like, no one in their right mind would ever do that for us. Like, whether this sale goes through or not, like, you just got to know that you have a recommendation from anyone. And we put it on a flash drive, we gave it to them. So you got to have grit. You got to be doing whatever it takes. There's nothing below my pay grade. I'll do whatever it takes to get the deal done. Number 4, we got optimistic, right? If you're not optimistic, no one's going to hire you. We are in the business of selling future value, pushing assumptions. Sometimes this can get us in trouble because we might overprice a deal. Many times at these listing meetings, all of a sudden we just add 5 or 10% to the price because we get excited. But you need to be optimistic. You need to see the silver lining in everything. You need to see that every lesson has a winning lesson and a losing lesson attached to it. But at the end of the day, they're all lessons which are positives. So you got to be optimistic. This works hand in hand with batteries included. You can't be optimistic without having your batteries included, right? Okay, this feeds on itself. Number 5 is execution focused. Execution focused. Probably the guy that represents this best on our team is Seth Glasser, the consummate professional. Second up, running, at bat for that would be Dan Greenblatt. Dan Greenblatt, every single day, consistent. Takes a little bit more vacation than I want him to, but every day he shows up. Execution focused. Look, time, again, is our only commodity. We only have our time to sell. If you go send 100 emails out to 100 people that don't read the email, there's no outcome there. There's no execution. You got a 0 for that day. There's nothing going to happen there. So you got to figure out, like, what are the outcomes I'm looking for, and am I getting those outcomes? Okay, so we just do not get paid to just sit here and hit, and swing and miss constantly. We might have to swing and miss a lot to get a hit, but you got to be execution focused. Busy work, just being busy for the sake of being busy, doesn't necessarily translate in any money. We're not paying a salary here. And number 6, lastly, this is a big one. I'll triple score that, entitled. So again, this business is the hardest thing you're ever going to do, but the rewards are insane. People that are entitled are never going to make it. As soon as the going gets tough, they're not going to do it. They're going to give up right when things are near. So this kind of speaks for itself, but look, we're in New York City. A lot of people come from privilege. That doesn't mean you can't be successful, but you got to burn the boats. You got to put yourself in that mentality that, even if someone's helping you provide, push it back on them. I don't want that. You cannot be entitled. Okay? You got to play all 6 of these things. If you have all 6 of these things, reach out to me. We got a place for you. If you don't, find your well elsewhere. But overall, give it the time it takes. Give yourself that 24 to 36 months. Okay? If you're in that danger zone, just know this is not an original story. Everybody's going through it. I went through it. Mike Sovatico out there went through it. What's up, Mike? Everyone goes through it. The rewards are there for those that push through that time period. Okay? The biggest rewards are right on the opposite side of where everyone gets up. Those barriers are there for a reason. They're to keep everyone else out. So if you got what it takes, get in. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Just thought I'd share a few things of that moving into 2020 because I don't want to lose another single person in that magical danger zone. Shaun Riney, you can find me 718-475-4369, Behind the Bricks, NewYorkMultifamily.com. Slurring my words, so I guess that's a wrap. I'll talk to you soon.